and let me just give you the magic number again. Kiel 31, Paris 29. Paris throw off with the ball, and it is Nahi on the left wing, Prondy inside him, Steins, Remeli, it's Soleil actually after all that build-up against Kunkud, gets the nod on the right wing, and it's Karabatic in on the line. Landin in goal, Rune Damke, Duvniak, Horak, Pekeler, Weinhold and Ekberg the defenders. Luke Steins, ball to Prondy, had to get it again, second time of asking, gives it back to Remeli, he goes up, ball out to the wing to Soleil, and he makes no mistake for the first goal of the game for Paris. And they're already one goal there. And let's see what happens. It's going to be a tight game no matter what, because if you watched the game last week, at one stage Kiel went 3 up, could have gone 4 up, and Paris just clawed their way back to 2 goals. But Paris looked like they were cruising in that first half, really tearing Kiel apart. So don't be fooled if Paris look like they're really doing well. That's going to be a 7-meter straight away. Inside defending from Soleil. Nice play from Sagosen to Damke. And Ekberg will step up for his first chance at a shot. And for parity in the game. Yeah, don't be fooled by scores in this game, because neither of them will, it should be, if normality reigns, will pull away from the other in any great way. Ekberg facing Gerard. And makes no mistake. So the two right wingers have opened the goal, one with a nice shot from the wing and the other with a nice 7-meter. And Rune Damke very clever there, knows that Soleil's inside from the little barge he got from Sagosen, and knows all he has to do is run into him, look like he's going to take a shot, and it's going to be a penalty. Horak very high, Karabatic comes on a wraparound, he steps back in again now to cover the line, up goes Prondy, and Prondy, big shot, settled the nerves for the young lad. He's only 22 years of age, just came this season to Paris. He's already played the Final Four. And, well, Reinkin picks up where he left off last week, scoring goals. And that's the first one of the game for him. Luke Steins now, ball to Prondy. Lovely ball into Soleil on the line. And Soleil ghosted in for his second goal of the game. Lovely ball, Prondy to him. That's a goal and an assist straight away. 3-2 and only 2 minutes 40 seconds gone in the game. Down goes Reinkind, and yeah, nothing travelling, says the referee. Ball to Nahi. Nahi around the defence, past Landin, and this is what they did last week as well. Broke out quickly, quick play, counter-attacking. And it was big mistakes by Kiel at the start of the game last week that gave them their opportunities. Some very loose passing. Now they've gone for a 5-1 defence. It was Kunkud out there last week. It's Toft Hansen out there this week. Steins goes out on Reinkin. Ball is with Duvniak. Duvniak goes alone. Easy save, Gerard. Goalkeeper's ball. And they're gone again. And down go. Ekberg picks it up. Into Pekeler. Pekeler back to Ekberg. He went the wrong way, but Ekberg makes no mistake. He's really on fire this season, Ekberg. Didn't have a great group phase in the games against Barcelona and Vesprem, but overall 78 goals now in the season. Gerard, look, great steal by Ekberg. That's absolutely brilliant. What a steal. Now Ekberg could have gone, Pekeler could have gone the other way to Duvniak, but he didn't, and it's 4-3, 4 minutes gone in the game. Could be a high scoring one. Won't go down to away goals maybe. Prondy back to Remeli, easy save down the gullet of the goalkeeper, and it hit him in the face, and the referee blows time. And is there a little bit of blood? He wants the nose packed. He got him right on the nose there. He's going to have to get off and get himself sorted out. Yeah, it takes him right on the schnozzle there. And a little bit of blood, he thinks. So they're going to have to pack that nose up. Happened to Luke Steins last week. Straight over. And there we go. And Quenstedt comes on in his place. Steins, Weinhold just having a look at Prondy, making sure that he's able to follow him wherever he goes. He doesn't move. It goes to Karabatic, Remeli, Prondy, Soleil in on the line again, being watched by Weinhold. Ball back Great save, Quenstead, out over the end line. Goalkeeper's ball. Wasn't the best shot ever, but Quenstead gets down deep to his right and just knocks it away, gets the arm on it as well. Now Reinkind all alone, goes for the shot. Good defence, Luka Karabatic and Toftansen together. Toftansen just pushing him over, Luka Karabatic finishing the job. Strange player, Reinkind. I've said it before and I'll say it again. At times he looks world class, he really does. But he's got this really strange way of shooting. It's almost like you don't know he's going to do it. It's very short backswing and suddenly the power erupts out of his arm and there's no stopping him. There's no doubt about it, he's huge. Sagosen goes up from the ball from Reinkind. Ball ends up back in the hands of Gerard. He drops it, he won't want to give it away this time. Luke Steins passes to Remily, Prondy, Dylan Nahi's hit on the way through, and there's 2 minutes here for Reinkind, I would say. Yeah, it's going to be a 2-minute suspension for him for hitting. You cannot hit the wing player anymore. Dylan Nahi makes a meal of it, knows exactly what he's doing, and referees explains it to him, and Reinkind is off for the first 2 minutes of the game. And Dylan Nahi looks a little bit shook. Well, you would if you ran into Reinkind. Just stands on his foot. Now, it's interesting. Last year at the Final Four, something similar like that happened to Vinček, and he got a red card. And at the time, I said you can't call him on that because the guy stood on his foot, and Vinček was just standing there. So I had a chat with some referees afterwards, and they said, look, it would have been a 2 minutes maximum. So you can see there, the referees decide it's going to be 2 minutes. Landin back on, and he's facing his compatriot Mikkel Hansen, who rarely misses from the penalty spot, and he did that a couple of times last week against Landin as well. So no mistake, and a 5-3 lead. Well, Paris really, I mean, the amount of money that they pumped into this club, Final Four is where they want to be, you know. Breakthrough, and he gets a penalty. Looked soft to me, and Remily thinks, okay, I'll accept it, but I'm not happy about it. Didn't look like much was going on there, and Sagosen just takes the shooting arm a little, and that's what the referee called. Paris really want to get to that Final Four, and they really want to win it. Ekberg facing Girard. Oh, hits the crossbar, saved on the rebound from Girard, and the crowd erupts with that one. And you don't see Ekberg miss that many these days. He's become a bit of an expert on the 7 meters, and you saw what he was trying to do. Well, didn't work out that time, won't phase him one bit. Steins, Hansen now in the left back position in place of Prondy, Sipchak on the line. Soleil still out on the right wing, and Hansen, oh, well over the top, and it is Dylan Nahi still on the left wing. Well, not rare you see Hansen make a mistake like that. Kiel weren't exactly pressuring him, but he didn't seem to feel there were any other open opportunities except the ball all the way out to the right wing. And well, it flew over the head of Soleil over there on the right wing, and ball is in Kiel's hands again. Yeah, the closest they've come to winning it is that defeat to Vardar, where they came away with the silver medal, and that defeat was really hard to take because they equalised with about 8 seconds remaining, and then of course we all know what Ivan Čupić did down the right wing. Paris were a player down and he scored it, and that was the end of the game. Sagosen blocked by Pekeler. Sagosen again, ball into Pekeler, doesn't get to him. Great defence, Toftansen and Karabatic together. Brilliant defending, one man up, one around, really good. And they want them back now, 3 meters from the ball. Pekeler to Sagosen, Duvniak, no sign of Zarabets just yet. Ball out to Vinehole, back with Duvniak. Now ball back into the centre, but he's hit on the way through. And it's going to be a 9 meter ball. Hand is up for passive play. You saw what Vinehole was trying to do. Toftansen, great defender. Sagosen, will he go for it? No, gives it back to Vinehole. Oh, nice shot off the post. That's two. One off the crossbar, one off the post. Still 5-3. Steins gets a little shove from Pekeler. Steins out to the wing to Dylan Nahi. No one going to touch him. And he scores his second of the game. And it's 6-3. Well, you saw there, Ekberg wasn't going near him. It's a great breakthrough goal from Duvniak. Little pass into him, turns and scores it 6-4. Steins is already on his bike. Ball with Prondy through. And Prondy, well, there's no doubt about it, he's got huge potential and he's got a huge arm as well. But you don't always see it, but you're seeing it tonight. 7-4. He is revved up for the game. Looked very calm and composed before the game was starting. Well, they said 3 from 3 now he's got. Reinkens, Sagosen, Duvniak out to the wing, and that's going to be a penalty. Luka Karabatic had a little trip across the 6 metre line there. Have a look at him again. Runs across the whole way through and stops Ekberg. I still have Prondy on 2. 2 from 2 for me. 2 for Soleil, 2 for Nahi, and is there another one somewhere else? No, so maybe it is 3 for him. No, 1 for Hansen. That gives me 7. Now Ekberg again facing Gerard. What will he do this time? Makes no mistake, buries it, and he has got his 3rd goal of the game. And it's 7-5. Well, not quite tit for tat at the moment, but Kiel not going away. Same movement again. Remeli with the ball. Steins goes out on the far side. He's open if the ball goes to him. No, Prondy goes the wrong way. Comes back inside. Steins was open with an avenue open in front of him between 1 and 2 over there on that right-hand side. And Prondy makes the mistake. Fine hold. Ball to Duvniak out to the wing to Damke. Damke is held up by Steins, who comes out into that 5-1 now. They're trying to hide him. No, they can't get him off. He's got to stay where he is. 10:35 gone in the second leg. Weinhold comes off. Reinken comes on. PSG leading 7-5 against Kiel. Kiel 31-29 from the first leg. Duvniak. Almost just took the steps. And Paris, well, they'll be delighted coming into this game. They had a big win in the Coupe de France at the weekend. They beat Montpellier 30-26 to win the gold medal in that, so their first cup of the season. And Kiel stayed top of the Bundesliga with a win against the resurgent Balingen. They won 38-34, so a very high-scoring game. So Kiel just about top on goal difference, I think, from SG Flensburg Handeboldt, and they've got a big job ahead of them tomorrow night. That's great play, Sagosen. Nothing, says the referee. Wow, it's 2 minutes, says Oscar. And I think Sagosen could have gone again there. He had steps to take, and he took a shot when he could have kept going. So Luka Karabatic, 2 minute suspension for him. And now a power play for Kiel. You see there, he could have taken the bounce and gone on, and he would have been straight through for the goal. Pardon me. So Kiel now at the power play, 6 on 5 in defence. Ball is out to the wing to Rune Damke. Steps around Soleil like he's not even there. And that's a terrible goal to give away from the Paris perspective, because really Soleil is in position and he just stands still and Damke runs around him. That's terrible defending. Terrible defending. Good play by Damke. He realised there's no chance for him to take off and into the 6 metre area from where he was, and he just runs around Soleil. Now empty goal for Paris. They go 6v6 in attack. Steins, Remeli, great bit of play, Remeli, no chance. Damke tried to stand up to him and he just got bowled over, and it's 8-6 now, Paris. Goalkeeper's back on for Paris. On comes Sagosen. Duvniak staying in the centre, Sagosen in the left back, Reinkind in the right back. Here comes Pekeler on the move. No, they give it to Sagosen. Sagosen, lovely ball to Pekeler. Done that move a million times. And Pekeler scores his first of the night, 41st of the season. 8-7. Look, little fake pass. And Pekeler just continues the run in on the line. He's got to turn, but he manages it. He's got great hands. That comes from playing with Andy Schmidt for so long. He knows a ball could come at any time, at any level, any height, and he's well able to handle them. Pekeler's got great hands for a line player. Really skillful mover too. 8-7, PSG in the lead. 13 minutes, 12 seconds gone. If you've just joined us, it's match of the week from the Stade Pierre de Coubertin in Paris. And 31-29 from the first leg was Kiel. Prondy goes up and Prondy scores it. And that's a 2-goal lead for them now, and a 3rd goal of the game for Prondy. Just comes off the hands of Horak. And that's what took... I was wondering how he got that shot away, because it looked different on the camera, but there you see it took a massive deflection. And Kiel find themselves 2 goals down again. Reinkind, Sagosen, Reinkind, Duvniak, Sagosen, Reinkind, Duvniak, going nowhere. Hand is up for passive play now. The referees are quick on the trigger tonight, and down goes Duvniak under pressure from Tuft Hansen. And Viran Moros is on now, and the defence in place. No, it's not in place of Luka Karabatic. Looks like it's in place of Prondy out there in the left back position. And Sarabets is on as well, where they've lost that ball. It was really poor. Dylan Nahi gone past 2, gone past 3. Tries to get Sag. No, they can't call that. Sagosen, oh, that's a terrible call. Dylan Nahi deliberately put the ball across Sagosen. Sagosen did nothing there. Now, that was my first view of it. We'll look at it again, but I think I'm right. It's a poor pass. He wins it. Wins past 1. Outstrips Reinkind, and there. He puts his arm around Sagosen. There. That's terrible call. Right save, Landin. But Sagosen's off for 2 minutes. 14.5 minutes gone, and a chance to take the lead by 3 in the game. Hansen facing Landin. And they've a power play coming straight after this as well. Oh, over the top, and a bit of justice perhaps for that penalty call, although they still have to play a man down for 2 minutes. And now the penalty takers have each missed 1. And that was a bad miss by Hansen. Landin psyched him out there, and it stays at a 2-goal lead. He's 1 for 2 on the night, both from the penalty spot. And as I said about Ekberg, it won't faze him either. Ball is with Sarabets now, back with Duvniak. Empty goal, of course, for Kiel. Duvniak goes up, hits off Remeli out over the end line, corner ball, which Pekeler looks like he's going to take. And he's looking at Duvniak, and he plays it to Zarabets. Rune Damka loitering over on this side as the second line. Here comes Pekeler now. Reinkind, Duvniak, Zarabets drops it. Picked up by Duvniak, lovely ball out to the wing, intercepted by Dylan Nahi. Great bit of play by Nahi, because Duvniak, he's always thinking, even though it wasn't a great ball, he's thinking to himself, there's a space there. But they've run a lot of time off the clock, only 45 seconds left on the power play. And the ball is with Sipshak, now with Steins, now with Hansen. Hansen looks, finds Luke Steins. Back to Remeli. Hansen wide open, ball into Sipshak, and what a save by Landin. Brilliant save. Really covered, he totally smothered that shot. It's almost like he knew Sipshak's got to lean, and I'm going that way. Brilliant. And Sipshak doesn't have the wherewithal just to hold on to the ball and tip it over his head a little. So, 25% efficiency for Kiel. In the goals, 22% for Paris. And Kiel, 2 seconds left on the power play. Ball is with Duvniak. Duvniak plays it into Pekeler. He's down under a shove. Hope he's okay. Remeli looks at him and says, come on. Duvniak is saying, I got one in the kisser there. It's nothing in that at all then. Nothing in Tuft Hansen either. Well, we don't like to see that. It's hard enough as a referee to try and control a game like this without the players play acting on the referees. Zarabets, Duvniak. Reinkind, Sagosen hit, bounces, ball to Zarabets, brilliant, hitting the way through. Nothing, says the referee, not called. Well, he was definitely hit and the shooting arm was hit as well, but they break it. Steins, ball to Remeli, and they're slowing it down. Last week, the speed worked for them. Remeli, the shot, fouled on the way through, 9-meter ball. Sipshak goes down under pressure from Sagosen, and Sagosen is saying, I get called up this end and nothing gets called down the other end. Sure, haven't we all said that? But look at it again. Zarabets, hit on the way through by Karabatic, maybe not. Looked worse than it was in real time than it did in slow motion. Maybe the referee's got that one right. Horak comes on in place of Sagosen in defence. Kukud comes on the right wing. Thought Soleil was asleep apart from that. Well, he got those 2 goals, one from the right wing and one a little ghoster in on the line, but defensively wasn't at the races. Kukud, a much better defender, and learning all the time how to play in that advanced 5-1 position. Now Kristopan's on in the right back position. Prondy goes again, lovely ball into Prondy. No, he's inside. Sipshak inside, can't believe it. How do you make a mistake like that? One miss and stepping inside from a lovely ball from Prondy. And he goes alone again, Reinkind. And it's not pretty to watch. Quick windmill, pure power. Girard goes to the far side. He puts it near side. Well, Sipshak, not known as a defender. And Kiel broke it quickly, he had to stay in. So 9-8 PSG lead. And that won't be enough. That 1-goal win will not be enough tonight. Luke Steins, Prondy around the back to Dylan Nahi, goes for another one, and he's inside, and that time it doesn't work for him. He tried to pull the foul on Ekberg again, and the referee calls him this time inside, and Kiel in control of the ball, and now with a chance to level things up at 9-9, and you see exactly what I'm talking about. Last week looked like Paris is cruising, all the opportunities, but somehow they just can't shake Kiel. Sagosen, Zarabets, Reinkind. Switch to Sagosen, another switch to Reinkind, ball to Zarabets. It's got to come out again. He's dropped another ball, has Zarabets, and just manages to hold on to it long enough to stop a fast break from Paris. And they need to get somebody on there. Weinhold eventually decides, yes, Zarabets is off, I can go on. Ah, brilliant play, Steins. Brilliant play, Kristopans. Oh, really good play for Steins. Put one of the Kiel defenders on his backside. And 10-8. Brilliant. Never quite got themselves settled there, the Kiel defence. Couldn't figure out that Zarabets had come off. And I think that Weinhold was thinking, am I on? And he was counting, and he was just a bit slow getting on there. And Paris take a 2-goal lead. Reinkind, Zarabets, Sagosen. Oh, what a pass! And what a goal, Duvniak. Second goal of the game for him, 10-9. It's very rare you say it, but every single one of these players on the Kiel bench tonight is a Champions League winner, because it's exactly the same team that played in December, the postponed Final Four, so they know what it takes to win it. The question is, can they get there again? Ball save! Oh, what a save, Landin! What a ball, Prondy to Kristopans. The big giant looks like all he's got to do is walk it in, and Landin somehow gets a big left hand to it and saves it. What an absolutely extraordinary save. That's incredible. That's absolutely exceptional. 10-9, Landin, I told you, 77% of his fellow Danish pros voted him Denmark's Handball Player of the Year. 77% of your pros. Oh, they've dropped another one. Kiel really giving Paris all the chances here, and conclude into an open net. And that's really poor by Damke. And Zarabets has dropped a couple. That's one from Damke. Oh, good steal by Sipshak. Great steal. Hand in. Just took it away from Damke. Didn't see that in real time. And Kunkud, no problem. 11-9. 21 minutes gone in the first half. Reinken, Sagerson, Reinken. He's dropped it as well, but under pressure from Luka Karabatic, who has another bite at him there just as he goes past. And time, great to see them. And then, of course, Sagerson was the big news last season when he transferred from PSG to Kiel and then ended up playing for Kiel in the Champions League season that he started for PSG. All a little bit convoluted, but that's a penalty. Well, the crowd don't like it. Inside defending from Cristopans. Referee is sure. Viran has a little word in Spanish with the referees. There's the ball, and there's Cristopans. Absolutely. Now, it's interesting that it's Toft Hansen who blocks it, but, well, Cristopans is in there. There's no doubt about that call at all. Ekberg facing Gerard again, and he makes no mistake this time. Fourth goal of the game for him. Went to a different side this time. Steins. Oh, really good goal. Little wizard that guy is. Got to play a lot of minutes in the centre for this team because it's only really Remeli can come on in his place in the centre now that Nikola Karabatic is injured. In fact, that's why he was brought in midway through the season. But he's really worked out for them, and he gives them a 2-goal lead. Viran comes back on at the defence again now. It's Nahi left wing, then it's Viran, then Toft Hansen, Luka Karabatic, Cristopans and Kunkud out on the right wing, still Gerard in goal. So, big defensive line they have out there at the moment. Difficult to shoot over, but not so hard to run around. And Sagerson, how did he do that? How on earth did he do that? Cristopans, Steins. (12-11). Still neck and neck, Prondy in the left back for Paris. Sipchak on the line. Steins again plays it to Prondy all the way through. Great play, Steins and Prondy. And Prondy is really stepping up to the mark tonight. They're going to give him 5. Maybe they'll stick with the on-screen guys. Reinkind in control. Kiel now, 13-11, 2 goals down. Prondy really is really playing well and is on a personal level in terms of shooting and his movement. They're saying 5 from 5 now. Zarabets, Reinkind. Ball is with Sagerson. Lovely ball into Pekeler and a penalty given against Toft Hansen. And that's really good play by Pekeler. He's so effective in there on the line. Brilliant. Ekberg. That's clever again. And he brings up 5. Oh, Nahi all alone breaks through. That's shocking from Kiel. There's no way a left winger, big and strong as he is, should be able to walk past everyone like that. And he walks past Weinhold, who's a really good defender, and Pekeler. But Pekeler maybe is thinking, I got to stay on this week, and he doesn't go for such a powerful tackle like he normally would. So 14-12, PSG lead. Reinkind, Zarabets, Pekeler waiting, covered by 2. Sagerson on the ball. And Duzmiak is in there as well. Empty goal. Sagerson breaks through, but the referee's called a free. So 4 minutes to go to half-time. Zarabets. Damka goes in and goes out. Reinkin, Sagosen, that's great play by Sagosen. Power. He's got equilibrium. He doesn't move when you hit him. Brilliant. Steins. Duvniak out in that 5-1, now a 3-2-1 that they play a lot, that he steals a lot. 14-13. I think half-time last week, Paris were up by 1 as well. Game is going along the same lines, that's for sure. Prondy again looked like he took steps and he's fouled, and they're going to give him a 7-meter. I think he might have taken an extra step there on the way through. He certainly did. I mean, it was like he was in a 100-meter race in the zone there. So it doesn't matter. Landin waits. And who are they sending up this time? They're sending up Hansen. This is the last one. What can he do this time? I think the whistle just went. He saw the referee's cheeks puff out and he had the ball gone the minute the whistle sounded. No chance for Landin to react. Landin's still looking at the hole in his hand there. The ball went through. Reinkind, Zarabets. Hansen fancying his chances maybe to get an interception here. Steps out on the avenue. Sagosen again. You can't do that. You can't leave someone one against this guy. He is top class, the Norwegian. Steins. Kristopans. Prondy wants it behind him, and they start all over again. It's incredible to think that he's only 25 years of age, Sander Sagosen. His best years are ahead of him, and he's so strong. So clever in the way he plays as well. Kristopans, Prondy, who's having a great game tonight. Kristopans out to the wing to Kunkud, and Kunkud near post past Landin. Landin won't be happy with that one. Second goal of the game for Kunkud, and it's 16-14 and a 2-goal lead. Reinkin, quiet by his standards today, only 2 goals in the game. Goals far more spread around this week in the Kiel team. 3 for Sagosen, 2 for Duvniak, 2 for Reinkind, 1 for Pekeler, 1 for Damke. Reinkind, Zarabets, Sagosen, beautiful movement by Pekeler again. Just see him too late. Ball to Zarabets out to the wing. Hit on the way through. Does he spin it? Oh, that's a super goal, Rune Damke. What a goal! Brilliant goal, Rune Damke. And Paris go for a quick shot and lose it. And now a chance for Kiel. Look at that for that's absolute. The spin he has to put on that. That's every bit of wrist he's got to get that spin. Wide of Gerard, hits his leg as well, adds a bit to the spin maybe. That is brilliant from Rune Damke. So 30 seconds left, Paris with a 1-goal lead, and it's the first half of the second leg. Sagosen hit, bounces, and the referees don't let him go again. I think he would have fancied his chances there if they had. The time has stopped with 15 seconds to go in the first half. Pekeler. Sagosen hit, bounces, can't get the ball away again to Duvniak. Kunkud does a good job on him. Still their ball, still hand for pass and play. They want the men 3 meters back, they get them 3 meters back. Referee says play, and they call time now, and the time is up. And that was a bit of a damp squib at the end there, but after all that, the referee seemed to blow us to the centre, and it's Reinkind. So 7v6. Kiel go straight for it in the second half. A goal down, and you kind of get the feeling they don't need to do this, but I've said this loads of times about teams playing 7v6. Sometimes you're shooting yourself in the foot, because if you give either of these 2 teams a chance, they'll take it. Duvniak, Zarabets, Sagosen, Reinkind, Wingers not even moving. They're like two statues down there in the left and right wing. Zarabets now, little switch with Sagosen to Reinkind, up he goes, ball out to Damka, the rebound, and looking to get away with it. Gentil in goal now for Paris. Kunkud, Remeli, Karabatic, Toftansen, Nahi and Tondi defending on the left wing over there. Defending on the right wing, I should say, but left wing for his team. Up goes Reinkind, and that time he makes no mistake with the shot. And we're back to a 16-all game. And Remeli's already gone, and Remeli's already broken through. Got a shot from Sagosen, didn't matter. Remeli kept going, and 2 goals for him tonight. That's a really good goal too. All the way across. This is a really good goal. Just placed by Reinkind. So, Paris back again in the lead. Sagosen with the ball. Zarabets, Reinkind. Zarabets, Sagosen, Duvniak, 7v6, empty goal, can't lose the ball. Remeli just puts a little pressure on the pass. Zarabets, what did he do? Brilliant last week. Reinkind again, and Reinkind again. And you see there that little Norwegian duo coming up trumps for Kiel again. It's like Reinkind knows exactly what when Sagosen's just going to release the ball, and he's left one-on-one with Luka Karabatic, and Luka Karabatic has no chance, and that beard is really working for Harold Reinkind. He was such a clean-shaven young lad for so long, but he's gone beard now, he's gone full beard, and it's 17-17 with 2 minutes gone in the second half. Match of the week, 2 heavyweights of the game, one of whom will not be going to the Final Four this season. Tondi, how did he get that away? That is his 5th goal. And Kiel are gone. Reinkind with the ball. Sagosen held up by Remeli. Ball back to him. And Horak is in there waiting, and Sagosen says, stay where you are. He goes alone, and he's travelled. He's travelled. They've lost the ball, but Landin's waiting, and Nahi fakes them out both sides, and they take a 2-goal lead. Nahi with the goal on a mistake from Sagosen, and it just shows even the greats have nerves. That's a really good goal. Waits and hangs. This is a goal by Prondi. He's really, there's certain games you look at him and you think he can't do it. Makes so many mistakes, and then again, like I said in the third place game last season against Veszprém, looked really good. Still don't think Veszprém were trying too hard, but Prondi came up trumps in that game. Here's Reinkind, here's Zarabets. Hit, ball back, almost stolen, but they get it back. Sagosen one more time, up he goes, and you cannot give him a second chance like that, a second bite of the cherry. He'll destroy it. 4 goals for him. Remeli, and so round the neck from Pekeler, and they say get up to Remeli, who scored anyway, and now it's the Remeli Sagosen show, and Reinkind chipping in for a couple for good measure. Ball into Pekeler, tries to turn, Karabatic can't do it, and it's 2-goal lead now on the night for PSG. And remember, should they win by only 2 tonight, Paris, they would need to keep the Kiel score below 29. That's the magic number for them, should they only win by 2. Winning by 1, not good enough. Winning by 3, they're guaranteed to go to the Final Four in Cologne, 12th of June. Sagosen, Reinkind again, good save. Gentil knew where he was going. Up, almost stepped out there, but managed to get the ball away, and Remeli's gone again. What's Remeli going to do this time? Can't break past Reinkind, and a good save by Gentil, and a chance for PSG to go 3 goals up and suddenly have something to lose. Steins, Remeli 1 against 1, but he walks into Duvniak and got the ball away, and now he remonstrates with the referee that they may have blown the whistle a little too early because Steins was through again. Prondi, Steins, quiet tonight in the game of Steins. Now he makes the move, now he's lost the ball. Looking, finding Duvniak, he's all alone. Karabatic can't touch him, and he almost does, but Duvniak manages to break through and score. He hasn't got the legs he once had, but he had the legs there. 3 goals for him. Remeli again, and down he goes, and a chance for everyone to catch their breath. Poor pass to Prondi. Good vision from Ekberg. And Duvniak breaks through Gentil, no chance. And Karabatic did everything he could to try and clip him there. And lucky to get away with it. Referees less heavy on the whistle now at the start of the second half. Maybe had a chat with each other in the half-time break themselves. Because Peckler looked like he could have gotten something as well. Now Prondy, lovely ball, Stein's ball to Nahi. What a lob, but he's absolutely blown the lob. Well, it's like the ball stuck to his hand or Landin came out too far and he kind of tipped it up. It came down with snow on it, but at no distance whatsoever. So whether, yeah, that's exactly what it was. That's exactly what it was. What on earth? I think maybe a little bit too much sticky. Just never kind of rolled his hand over to get it over the head of Landin. He was right out on top of him. There you go, Kiel live again, breathe again. 2019, Sagosen, ball to Reinkin, breakthrough. Ah, terrible from Reinkin. He knows they're going to call him on that. Ball, Remeli, down goes Dula, get up, Remeli alone, balling to Karabatic, and Karabatic scores it. That's more like it. First goal of the game for the captain and 27 for the season. Well, absolute stupidity from Reinkin down one end, and then Duvniak trying to get an attacker foul in the middle, falls over. And now suddenly Karabatic and Narcisse explaining whatever they're explaining. Can't lip read. Sagosen, Zarabets. 7v6, empty goal. 2 goals down, 21-19. Reinkin got to wake up a little bit now. Zarabets, what can he do? Quiet tonight. Sagosen, ball to Reinkin, back out to Peckler, back out to Sagosen, going nowhere fast. Hand is up for passive play. Now suddenly Sagosen steps up, 5th goal, and that's why they bought him. When the chips are down and there's no openings, give the ball to Sagosen. He will inevitably do something like that. Just the power he generates. Sees the goalkeeper just moving right and puts it near post on him. I mean, they're not as clinical tonight and as surgical as they'd normally be, Kiel, but they're hanging on in here. Same as last week. Remeli, 1 against 1. Ball! What a ball! Remeli to Cuckoo! Oh, Remeli suddenly coming up trumps. Sagosen tries to fight past. What a ball! So Sagosen, absolutely nailed. Was Sagosen, and suddenly Remeli. Well, he's not happy about that at all, and he's given out yards to Sagosen, his former teammate. But he came out, he was just a little bit too impetuous there, Remeli, and he came out a little too fast, and he couldn't control the action. And you see that even if Sagosen hadn't overreacted with the arm that he got to his neck, you still think that Remeli might have gotten 2 minutes for that. It was reckless more than anything else, and he's got to sit out the next 2 minutes. Oh, brilliant. Zarabets steps up when you need him as well. Same as last week, got 3 individual goals, one of them a shot you just wouldn't believe a player that size could put in, but he's brought them back to within a goal. And Steins has gone again. He's pushed down by Horek, but he's already going down. And I liken these two players to each other, Luke Steins and Zarabets, in a tweet during the week that they're, you know, similar stature and so fast and so creative. And somebody pointed out that Zarabets doesn't go down as easily as Steins, but I think it's Steins is. It's the way he moves and the way he kind of tries to find the gap that he's already kind of going down, that any little hit just puts him over the top. I don't think he's deliberately trying to get anybody sent off. Ball to Christopans. Little and large, as they call them. Prondy, Steins. Look at Karabatic, still an empty goal, but only 1:06 left on the power play. Ball back with Prondy again, and a timeout called. And And Horak and Prondy having a little word. Prondy saying, you got me in the face there. And Prondy needs to just keep us cool, focus, and play his game. He's on 5 goals for the night. There when he tried to save it. So Quenstead is in now. That'll give Paris a lot of hope. Lovely ball into Sipshak. Saved by Quenstead. Well, Sipshak must be wondering what he has to do tonight to score. Brilliant save, Quenstead, because he couldn't have known where that ball was going. That's just an instinctive reaction. It comes from around the back of Sipshak like that. And Quenstead gets an arm to it, knocks it over the bar. And 10 minutes gone in the second half, second leg. Here's the move again, but this time saved by Gentil, and he looks up, and I think Pekler won't be happy that he didn't get that ball. I think he might have been open from Sagosen, but Sagoson's every right to go for the shot if he wants to. Yeah, he's right to go for it. Great save, Gentil, and it sticks. So Kiel just ahead in percentage points on the saving ratio, but on the scoreboard, Paris ahead 22-21, and neither team really 100% at the game, and that's brilliant! Did it last week, they've done it again today. Christopans, absolutely sensational ball over to Prondy. I'm trying to figure out now, did I see that last week or did I see it already tonight? Whatever it is, I'll tell you, Christopans has got an eye for a Kempa, no doubt about that. And they're 2 goals to the good now. Sagosen, Zarabets, Reinkind, Pekler on the line, good block. Zarabets goes the other way, tries to break through, can't break through. Viran and Toftansen do the job, and Zarabets might have been better off coming around the side that Pekler was blocking, because he was doing a good job at Toftansen. And now he plays it to Sagosen. Ball to Reinkind, ball to Zarabets, ball to Dula, out to the wing to Rune Damka. That is great play by Kiel. Brilliant. Just the recycling of the ball. They're phenomenal at that. Keep it going. Prondy, no chance, has to get out of the way. And Damka hasn't got a big angle there. And Gentil makes it even less, but he just gets it past the hip. And 23-22. 3-3 for Damka tonight. Prondy, 2 Steins. Sipshak's open. Pekler gives him a little shove, and they say calm down, but gets nothing for his troubles. It's going to look worse than it is when the big guy gives the little guy a shove. Steal! Almost Pekler! Back to Steins! Christopans breaks through! A little bit of luck there for Paris, but it worked out well for them. Christopans' second goal of the game. Almost stolen Pekler, almost dived on, but breaks, and look at Steins, quick hands over to the giant, and Dinas puts it in, no problem whatsoever. And it's 24-22, and Kiel, much the same as last week, always just trying to clip away at a 1 or 2 goal lead that Paris have. Of course, last week they turned it around. Took them a long time though. Sagosen, Zarabets, whoops. Trouble there myself. Sagosen goes again, ball back to Damka, brilliant! Brilliant from Sagosen. Brilliant from Sagosen. It's a 2-minute suspension from Christopans. Damka's in a bit of trouble. He landed right on the bone there, he's saying, and that's not fun. But look at, Sagosen did this already in the game. He just lingers in there. Watch, takes 2 guys with him, and Christopans, well, it's like the Titanic trying to turn around, doesn't turn quickly. And he just hauls Damka out of it, and he goes down, and Christopan gets it 2 minutes, and now Kiel have a chance and a power play once the penalty's been taken. Yeah, it was the 48th minute of the game last week when Landin made that big save from Dylan Nahi and then scored the open goal. And that was the first lead for Kiel, 23-22. Not quite there yet. Ekberg. I think he's saying his prayers tonight, thanking whoever for that one. because I don't think Gentil was too far away from it, judging by his reaction. Yeah, he wasn't. I think it just got the other side of his hand. Ekberg is delighted. 6 goals for him in the game. 24-23. Remeli. Steins. Remeli. Oh, Steins again. And this Kiel defence now brought on Oscar Sonnefeld in the left-back position, number 9, the young Swede inside of Damke there. Remeli facing him, and he gives him a shove. Steins, ball to Prondy. Prondy, it opens up for him. He'll go for a shot, and he scores it, you know. 7 goals for him on the night. Quenstead, no answer to that shot, and he comes all the way across. There's no way a player should be able to move that far across without getting some kind of a touch on him. But Prondy does it, and he scores it. Sagosen looking around, and they're playing a man up here. I mean, 41 seconds, and he goes for a shot, and it's inside. That is terrible from Kiel. Absolutely shocking. Lost the plot there a little bit. I mean, they go from that beautiful cutting open of Paris with the Damke goal a few tacks ago, and now suddenly 6 on 5, they can't do the business. Well, Christopans will be coming back on now very shortly. Well, it won't be Christopans obviously because Remeli is playing there at the moment, but Gentil will be back in goal, so there'll be no empty goal for Kiel to shoot into. And they're obviously giving Duvniak a little bit of a break so that he can maybe guide them through the last 10 minutes of this game when it's really crunch time. But for right now, Paris is the team going through. 2 goals to the good on the night, and away goals, they're ahead. Another easy goal. Now you got to do better there if you're Quenstead. He's got to be expecting the shot. And looks like now that the little break they've given to Landin hasn't worked out. Great save initially from Sipchak, but after that, a shot from Prondy and a shot from Remeli, that you have to think that Landin would have done much better with. But in the meantime, it's 26-23, and PSG going through by rights. 3 goals up on the night, and only 14 minutes left in this game. The champions on their way out of the tournament as we speak. Sagosen up and over, nothing. Well, Sagosen losing the run of himself there in the last couple of minutes. Steins, this could be 4. No, they've lost it. Gets it back again. Remeli plays it on to Prondy. And this will be a huge scalp for PSG if they do it. Because if you knock out the reigning champions, who are the current leaders of the Bundesliga, you've got to be considered one of the favourites going into the Final 4. Paris might not like that, but that's just the way it is. This Kiel team is that good. Current champions on their way out as we speak. Remeli, Luke Steins. What can he do? Ball with Remeli, back to Luke Steins again, out to Kunkud. Going nowhere, where's the hand? It's up. Remeli hit by Pekkeler. Prondy! Blocked! Nahi! Blocked! Goal! Wow! How did he score that? Well, it could just be their night. He missed an easier lob a few minutes ago, and there's 3 former Kiel players sitting together. Look at that! Missed an easier lob earlier and gets that. That's unbelievable. Unbelievable. Hit by 2 of the biggest men you're going to hit, facing the best goalkeeper in the world, and you pull that one out of the bag. 4-goal lead. Paris on their bike. Sagosen, Ryan Kidd just puts a dampener on the party now for a moment as he gets his 5th of the game, and it's 27-24. And Remeli is remonstrating with somebody. I don't know what he wants done, but that was a quick riposte from Ryan Kidd, that they needed that, and suddenly Sipchak is on, and they don't want to be celebrating too quickly against this Kiel team, but that's a good looking score at the moment. Remeli, oh, can't believe it, the goalkeepers of Kiel have fallen asleep. Remeli taking this game by the scruff of the neck. I mean, I remember when he broke on the scene, I remember thinking, this kid is brilliant. Poor shot. He's only 25. And he's never mentioned in the same breath as the likes of a Sagosen, but I think he's absolutely sensational as a player. Good in defence, brilliant in the right back position, and really good when they play him in the centre. He's got a great understanding and awareness of what's going on in the game. Remeli, brilliant. Cuckoo, 4 goals to the good, his team. Luke Steins, Prondy, Sipchak. They've only themselves to blame if they lose it now, that's for sure. Remeli goes again, has a shot, foul, says the referee. It's going to be a 9-metre ball. Well, if Kiel win this tonight, they'll be in their 13th Champions League semi-final. That is an incredible achievement. Their 13th. Paris will be in their 5th. So that's the gulf in maybe tradition between these two teams. Lovely ball! Stein scores it! Oh, it's a 5-goal game, and Kiel falling apart right in front of our very eyes. And it's the goalkeepers who seem to have just forgotten how to stop a ball. And here, look at this again. There's no way Stein should score that. There's no way Nahi should have scored the other one. And Prondy and Remeli have got a couple too against Quenstead. So really, goalkeepers need to step up their game. I know he's not expecting the shot, but still and all, there's no angle there for him. Because right now, Paris is there. 5 goals up with 10.5 minutes just over remaining in the game. Zarabets, Reinkind, they go 7v6. God, it's a great goal by Sagosen. Well, there was a lot of angst in that, that's for sure, and he went for it and he got it in off the near post. And the 7-on-6 works out first time around, and they're focused now again maybe. And now they need Landin at World Player of the Year level. That's when they need him. And you saw earlier, maior, he was up there with Narcís and Karabatic. He was the Kiel goalkeeper for so long. And he always stepped up to the plate last 5-10 minutes of a game. Here comes Prondy. Prondy again! And everything coming up roses for this boy. Duvniak, great save, Gentil. And holds on to it too, as they hold on to their 5-goal lead. Well, you really couldn't see this this Paris team getting a 5-goal lead on this Kiel team tonight. But Kiel were never really looked comfortable in the game, even though they were staying in it. There was never, it just looked a little bit sluggish, a bit like last week. But then you say, well, they won it last week. They won't be sluggish for long, but just not quite working out. And the loss of Vincek last week has really hurt them, that's for sure. Reinkind, well, he's on 5 this week and not the 10 he was last week. But look at Prondy on 8, amazing. And he and Remeli have just stepped up. Oh, he's done it again! And everything he touches is turned into gold. He is the Midas of this Paris team. Did it get a clip on the way through? Don't think so. But every time, cutting across, no one stopping him, no one touching him. Really poor defence from Kiel. And he is saying, let's use our heads, and he's smiling. 9 from 9, incredible. And I think you can put your house on it that there's no way this Kiel team are coming back into this. 6 goals down with about 8 minutes remaining. It's going to take something absolutely miraculous. And in 8 minutes, they need to cut the deficit. They need to score 5 unanswered anyway. Reinkind going nowhere. Paris proud, getting behind their team. Sagosen back to Zarabets. Oh, he gets one in off the post. Another one back for Kiel. Remeli, Steins, 7 minutes and change remaining in the game, 5-goal lead. They only need to win by 3. Remember, Paris, they need to win by 3 to be sure. Steins again, what can he do? He's hitting the way through, stolen by Damke. 9-metre ball, says the referee. And all of this is just feeding into the fact that Kiel will think we have to maybe speed it up a little bit, get another few shots in a bit quicker. Might not be as good as they would be. Sipchak causing problems in the line. Kunkud second line. Ball with Prondy. Prondy behind the back, trying everything now. Ball is out with Steins. Hand is up for passive play. Kiel need a steal here. They need a win here. Prondy up, and Prondy misses. Does it go out over the end line? It doesn't. Sideline ball. All good for Kiel. All good for Paris. And timeout call by their coach. Really clever play by Raul Gonzalez. Landing before the end of this game. Or Kiel are going out at the last 8, having won the Champions League just 5 months ago, less than 5 months ago. Prondy, Luke Steins, 31-26, 7 minutes just under remaining. Steins, Duvniak looking, stolen by Pekeler, and they break it. And Sagasin is just going to go. Oh, he's fouled Steins. I can't believe it. Should be the other way around. What have they called? Unbelievable. Ah, no, he pulls back Steins. What is he doing? What is he doing? Great call. Looked like Steins got the hand in, but it was the other way, and they have blown another chance, Kiel, and they're their own worst enemies tonight. Could have been 4 last week if maybe a penalty had been called for Landin on his shot from the left wing right at the end. Didn't get called. Paris broke up and Sipchak scored the goal. But in the end, even 4 goals mightn't have mattered, because look at that scoreline there, 31-26. Steins pushed over by Duvniak, but Duvniak stays out there looking, can he steal it? Here comes Prondy again, ball back to Remeli. Remeli again, turns everyone, goes for a shot into the top corner, and off goes Sagasin, who's really lost the plot now tonight. Didn't like the call, and he's got another 2 minutes. That's 4 minutes, and Oscar is absolutely incensed at whatever Sagasin said. He's got a double 2-minute suspension now, and I'm just going to look down my... I think that's a red card. That's 3 2-minute suspensions. If Oscar gave him a second one in the middle of that, maybe he might rescind it, but it looked to me like he called the second one. It's maybe a light 2-minute. There's the first foul. Is that the second? Remeli, what a goal. What a goal. And it is a red card. He did get a 2-2-minute suspension there on the way off. He said something to Oscar. Very rare you see that from referees. A 2-minute suspension and then a second 2-minute suspension. And yeah, that's Sagasin gone now. So they can count on him not being there for the rest of the game. And they only have 6 minutes and 5 seconds to pull this out of the bag. And the way the goals are going in for Paris at the moment, Remeli and Prondy, you just think to yourself, you cannot see it. Now, the interesting thing about that scoreline is, were Kiel to score 4 unanswered, they would go through. Well, that's aggregate scoring for you. And here is Ekberg, Reinkind, Weinhold, Duvniak, Damke, and it is Pekeler on the line. And now they're putting the press on them. Look at Nahi out on Reinkind. And he's got to step back again. But Reinkind's got it. Ball with Duvniak, ball with Weinhold. Breaks through. It's going to be a penalty, and Weinhold does that so well. Coming late, breaks through. And they're going to stop the time too, and a chance for Kiel to pull one back. And now Philip Jiche, constantly complaining, gets a yellow card, and I think that when he looks back at the replay, he may realise that the reaction of Sagasin was maybe over the top. Ekberg buries it. Ekberg for his 7th. He's very cool, calm and collected. He's not getting involved in all the argy-bargy and the aggro that's going on. Gentil and his team, 5 goals to the good with just over 5 minutes remaining. On comes Hansen. Luke Stein stays in the centre. Landin in goal, Remeli, Hansen, Nahi, Sipchak on the line, Kunkud on the right wing. Ah, saved Landin! Save Landin from Remeli. What a save from Landin to keep them in the game. Remember, they've got 2 minutes and 50 seconds left on this power play. They were a player down there, and Landine comes up trumps, having not had a save in about 5 minutes, just manages it. Reinkin's got to bounce the ball, plays it out to Weinhold, Weinhold to Duvniak, Duvniak all the way through if he can make it, gets it out to the wing and he's hitting the way through. 9-meter ball, Steins is off, there's a bit of a gap if they want it now. Weinhold, he takes it. Crazy defending from Paris. Why on earth did Luke Steins come off there and leave the gap for Weinhold and Duvniak? And now it's a 4-goal game with just over 4 minutes remaining. They couldn't do it, no way! But I said that the whole semi-final against Veszprem. But it's only 4, it was up at 6. 2 quick goals, great save from Landine. Here's Hansen, here's Steins. Dylan Nahi on the way. Oh! And Landine again! Every time you need him, he's there. And he wants the ball wiped. And the referee eventually calls time. Oh, Landine, can you believe it? Oh! Unbelievable. Oh my goodness me, incredible. So, 32-28. Duvniak. Reinkin, Duvniak. Hit on the way through, gets nothing for it except a 9-meter ball and only 3 minutes remaining. But still a chance, Kiel, no. 2 goals without reply and they're going through to the final 4. So, Weinhold, Duvniak, Reinkin, easy save and knocked out over the end line. And Paris just doing enough to hang on here. Well, he goes that side a lot. Jean-T read it, went that side with him. And Raul and Sergios brought here more or less to win the final 4. Looks like he's bringing them back to another tournament with only 2.5 minutes remaining. This is it, Remeli! Remeli with the goal, his 7th on the night. And that is it, done and dusted. Paris on their way to Cologne, and the champions out. And they're running out of ideas, Kiel. And you have to say, well-deserved. Paris probably should have won the first leg, but didn't. But really, in the second half, remember, it was 16-15 at half-time. Kiel have scored 13. Paris have scored 17. I mean, they've really come out motoring. Prondy and Remeli together. It's been absolutely exceptional from the two of them. And a couple of saves in there from Jean-T as well. The powerful shots that he did says something to that. Reinkin, Duvniak. Well, it's a poor shot in the end, and he goes down. Nothing, says the referee, and he could have laid that ball into Peckler. And I think they are tired. And there's only 1 minute 45 seconds left in the game. And well, last season winning the Champions League was, I think, even surprising for Kiel. So this is a team that has a lot of chances to do something great again. There's no doubt about it. They'll be around. But this Paris team now are cruising into Cologne. And every week, as you know, we choose a player of the match. And in the first half, difficult to single anybody out. In the second half, 2 players stood out head and shoulders above all the rest. And that was Remeli for Paris and Prondy. And in fairness to Prondy, he's the young guy, and this is a big moment for him, and he doesn't always have the best of games. So tonight, my player of the match is Elohim Prondy, and well done to him. In the meantime, there's been a 2 minutes from Kiel. The night just goes from bad to worse for them. And Zarabet's looking on. And it's Oscar Sonnefeld that gets the 2 minutes for a foul in there on Sipshak, it looks to me. And just, You know, you just think sometimes, don't you, when you're a player, sometimes the referees don't give you what you deserve. That's the feeling, and you look back afterwards and you think maybe they were right. Hand goes up for passive play, but they could just run this ball out and it wouldn't matter. And the ball goes out to Dylan Nahi. He's been brilliant tonight as well, and there's another goal for him. And that is the icing on the cream, on the cherry, on the cake for PSG. 35 seconds remaining, and this game has just been slipping away from Kiel. And look what it means to those three former Kiel players now with Paris Saint-Germain. Look what it means to Viran Moras. I mean, they were absolutely pulverized in the game against Barcelona in the semi-final last week. And just as all that's going on, Remeli gets another 2-minute suspension. He's losing the head. There's no love lost between these guys. They're going to look back at this game, and they're each going to want to get revenge for whatever happened. Remeli looks completely incensed, and he's been told to sit down and calm down by Raúl Trellios. And why on earth you get involved at this stage of the game is beyond me. 15 seconds remaining. The reigning champions have been knocked out of the Velox CHF Champions League, and it is Paris, replete with fans who are absolutely delighted, bouncing up and down, who are going to Cologne, and that is one German team that will not be there. Congratulations to Paris, they have won. Karabatic better look after that knee jumping down off the rafters there, but in the meantime, Filip experiences defeat in a major game for the first time in his Champions League career. Up until now, it's been all gravy.